Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands. And I'm here to work a little bit more on the journal cover for the Mugshot journal. It's a ringbound journal, but not a regular cover. I explained in my previous video, I wanted to make a ringbound journal using hinges that I made with a die. So this is the die, a die cut. It has the ring options over here, so you can put a ring in. And I had a different set of rings that were it was just one set of 3 rings, so all in one piece. Maybe I can show you this. But if you put this on over here, as I'm human, I'm not able to glue these on exactly on the same spot. I try to do it as good as possible, but obviously you are missing out. You're obviously going to move a little bit more to the right or a little bit more to the left, which means if this is being used, because this is connected, these cannot move like this, it's not going to work. Then I had a smaller set of rings because these are huge, I know. But I will see when I have things in if I need to go back to the smaller size or have these. But I honestly did not like this. I know that people do like this, but I thought it was just like a little bit too much of the rings. And in the past I made a cover that folded around a same type of journal. I didn't use the hinges like that. I just had the holes in the pages. But I had the same issue that I didn't like that. So I thought, well, why don't I just make a wraparound cover like I did in the past. So this is the wraparound cover. I'm still debating if I don't need to completely change the whole journal and just make a regular spine in here like so. But yeah, I printed everything out and have the pages all lined up. So I thought I was just going to work with what I have now. I don't think I like this. Yes, these are exactly the same. Well, I can change that later. And you can take this out and work on it very easily. So I thought, yeah, that's absolutely a plus. But I'm still debating if I need to make a new journal. Really. Print everything out again and then fold the papers and put them in here. Although I do like this setup also. And in my previous video I decorated the cover with the challenge papers from week 1. And I added a tag on top. It goes in here. So it has something extra over here. The clipboard. And these are Hoppy Downers. And this is something I created in the first week challenge video. So you can see that in the video of the LDA October 25 challenge. No, I'm saying it wrong. LDA October challenge 25. That is the hashtag for October. And I'm just going to spin these so it's closed. And then you also saw me add fabric onto this piece. Did some sewing. I do need to, because I still don't like this. It's a little bit too, I don't know. It's too square and it's a little bit too much. With the risk of taking it all out, but yeah, I like it a little bit better like this. So this is some sort of jute, and I have something similar over here. I like this. This can be a little bit shorter. And yeah, now I'm just going to work on more things that I can add to this journal. And I also talked about faux leather pieces that I had purchased basically for the red velvet papers to work with, which I ended up never working with. So I have these, and I said something about adding a pocket over here. But now that I think of it, it could also be on here. I like that. On the inside, I would like to decorate it with a pretty paper. I'm not sure if I'm completely in frame. Maybe I should take you up just a little. Sorry if I make you nauseous. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I can also add just a decorative paper over here and on here, but here a little bit more like a pocket. And I could also only use like this side to have the faux leather piece on. So when it's slided in like so, because it will go in the journal cover like so, you have this. So this is sort of the front cover of your actual signature, because that's the first part you will see. And obviously I could have also made the tuck spot over here like so, and have it like this, and have it like this. Oh, that's actually very possible to do. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Uh-oh. Let me see. Let me think about it. Because then I have this like so. This can be a huge pocket. I think can go in there. This can be my front cover. And I can stick it in here. It's basically going to be the exact same thing. But then I'm going to lose the wraparound thing. Oh boy, what do I need to do? Because this feels more natural to me. Opening the journal like this. Let me think about it. Also, this feels very natural to have it wrapped around. I could also create, I can still have this as a wraparound, have a pocket over here, but create a slide option over here by, well, maybe even this big. So now I'm changing it. I'm so sorry. So I can stick it behind this. I don't know. What should I do? I wish I could ask. Because I like this. I think I will go for my initial plan. Yeah. Yeah, I will. Okay. I also have, I'm not sure where I have it. I cut out something to create a pocket over here on top of the pocket. But now I can't find it. Of course I can't find it, as usual. Oh boy. This is bad. This is really bad. Okay, well, let's see. Let's work on it. Maybe I will find it in the meantime. And I can also create a fabric pocket, of course. That's an option too. I do need to put something over this because I have little brads over here. This is the piece of paper that I wanted to turn into a pocket. And now I'm indecisive if it needs to be a top-loaded pocket, like so. Or a side tag, like so. But I think it will be a top-loaded pocket. I also think I will add fabric to this. Maybe I'm going to cut this slightly smaller, so I have more room to add the fabric. And I'm just eyeballing the size, I'm not really measuring or anything. I'm just going to take a tiny piece of this side because I like this part. Okay, I need to get my special scissors. So I have the scissors over here. Well, I almost got it straight, so that's good. I want this to be, not sure where it is. Here's this one. This one. I'm going to stretch the edges with this. Whoa, it's not really working. Maybe if I do it like this. Yeah, this will work. Okay. I have this now. No, I need this one. I'm using Scotch timber. Just applying a little bit of water with alcohol or like the hand drop. You can also put a little bit of the hand drop in and mix it with water, and then it will come a liquid. And I just spray this on my ink pads. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that, but I think it works great. So I keep doing that. But maybe I'm just ruining the whole ink pad, although that's not what I experience. But before anybody says you are doing it wrong, yeah, that might be the case. I'm not going to fight you on that. But for me it works. So when people ask me what is in your bottle, it's just water with some alcohol, a mix. Nothing special really. Now I'm starting to think maybe I should also make a second pocket on here, but I'm not going to do that. No. Otherwise I have a pocket in a pocket in a pocket in a pocket. And it's going to be bulky for sure. I'm also going to add all of this on here. It's leftover pieces from the decoration I made on the journal cover. And I just thought, well, these tiny strips, I can add them on here. Although it's very difficult to add it, as it sticks to my fingers. Okay. No, no, no. Yeah. I'm also going to glue this. Like so. I have another piece of black lace, but I'm not going to put it on because I think it's a little bit too much. I do believe I need to cut this a little bit smaller. And I think I need to cut this side a little bit smaller too. Okay, I was checking if I still was recording, and I am. So. Like so. I'm going to sew around this, but before I do, I need to check if it still fits. Because if it doesn't fit, I obviously need to put it somewhere else. I'm also debating, do I need to put it exactly over here or a little bit higher? Where's the leftover? It's over here. I thought, what if I just put that over here? That tiny piece. But before I work on this, I also want to have a little something like this over here. I'm not sure. Let's see. I have this. The other one, this one. Because this has a more polished look. It's part of the, it's a table runner I used, the fabric. And this has stitches and it's closed, so I thought, well, just use this over here. And then I also want to use the lace, but I think I want this lace now. The black one. And a piece of the jute. Also, and also a little bit of cheesecloth. Let me see what I got. I got this, like so. Okay. Let me see. I want this underneath, this on top, and this over here. But it needs to be like so. Yeah. And I have this over here. Maybe I like this better. Yeah. Like so. This is going to be a little bit like this. Now that I think of it, maybe I should not add this, or if I add it, it needs to be on the inside. Like so. Yes, let me do that. Because then it's really going to make this slightly longer. Yeah, this can work. And I have this. Need to check this off too. Needs to be like so. And I'm not going to double this. That was my initial plan. But I don't want to create too much bulk. Okay, maybe this one is better. Yes, it is. And I also want to add the lace on top. Like so. Okay, this is hardly showing. If I have this and this, will this still fit? Or do I need to have this underneath? Yeah, I think I will go for this. So it's going to be over here. I have no idea how I'm going to sew this together, but I'm going to give it a try and you will see me back when I finished. So I sewn this on. I put some tape over here to protect everything I slide in from the legs of the bread that is holding down the hold me downers, as Tamara calls them. And I also made this tag already. I did put an eyelet in, but as you can see, the circle I'm using to put in the eyelet is slightly bigger than the eyelet itself. So I think I will add some distraction on top by adding this over here so it doesn't show as much. And then just have it like so. And maybe I'm going to push this in backwards. Okay, this is not working at all. Yeah, because I need to be more careful when I do this. I'm also going to add a little string over here. What I do regret is that I didn't sew over here. But yeah, it is what it is. I forgot to do that. So we have this now. I think I can close this now. So let's just do that. I'm going to sew this together so the thing is closed. Yeah, let's do that. I sewn it closed. Let me show you. So it's closed like this, and this slides in, as you can see. I'm still not certain if I want to keep this and just, well, turn this into a regular journal. I'm still also thinking about ways to add these rings to the cover from the outside going inwards, but if I fail I completely ruin the cover. So yeah, I don't know. I find these rings extremely big, but on the other hand, yeah, you can put a lot in. And this works for sure. The other thing I could do, but that would take me to cut off things from the papers, is turn it into a spiral bound journal. Oh, I can even do that, by the way. I haven't think of that. I have a how is it called? A cinch? I'm not sure, but you can do spiral binding. What if I just do spiral binding over here on these three and these three? That could work. Maybe I can do that off camera. But yeah, I have this now. I have this now. So this is going to be like this. Maybe I'm going to put a little bit embellishment over here. I'm not sure yet. I think I will leave the back side as it is. I am planning on doing some inking. I also want to add a little bit of red ink and maybe also a little bit distress crayon. But first I'm going to do some test on a piece of fabric before I put it on the journal. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. Yes, this can be like this. Can be like this. I'm still debating if I needed to add anything over here. Like so, maybe. No, I'm going to leave it as it is. Yeah, this is a little bit of a shorter video because I first want to test out if I can change this. Because if I can change this, it's going to be a completely different setup with the cover. So yeah, this is it for today. A shorter video than the previous one. I made the pocket on the inside, the tag. Showed you how to decorate this part. And well, that's basically all I did. Oh, I closed the pocket. Yeah. So yeah, this is it for today. I hope you like this video. This is the second part of creating this ring-bound journal that I'm about to change maybe. And yeah, if you like the video, leave a thumbs up. If you like it a lot and you're not a subscriber, maybe you want to be a subscriber to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell so you will be notified when I upload new videos, so you can see all the videos, because I also have the videos of the challenges, of course. And yeah, you can enter with the challenges in the hosting Facebook groups. I have a link tree down below this video that will take you straight to all the hosting Facebook groups. And I also have a link tree to my design team members who are working with the Mugshot papers and also with the stained papers, the ink, splattered stained papers. I forgot the name. I'm so sorry. I don't know the name of my own kit. But these papers, the background papers with all sort of splatters and ink marks and all that. These. But yeah, thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay creative. Greetings from the Netherlands, and I hope to see you the next time. Bye bye. Bye.